Well, the Santa Ana winds are kicking, leaving us nothing but clear skies over Dodger Stadium in L.A. A good one on tap for you this afternoon between the San Francisco Giants and the Los Angeles Dodgers. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Clayton Kershaw is on the mound for the Dodgers in this contest. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, guys, remember, he's not a lot of fun to face because he's got 5 pitches. As a hitter, you've got to worry about the ball coming in, moving away, the speed. He's a lot to handle when you're up at the plate.
Gorky Hernandez makes his way to the plate, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Gorky Hernandez.
A late swing here as this is hit hard to the right side. Tough first out. And here's how the visiting San Francisco Giants line up in this one. Steve, what's the key for him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, I think you really have to limit the strikeouts in this game. Don't have any wasted plate appearances, and we know that's easier said than done. But you also have to have your 3, 4, 5 hitters step up in this one somehow.
Kelby Tomlinson comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. Happy to have you along for this one, and it should be a good one. It's worth turning to our resident expert on all things Dodgers-Giants, a guy who played in this rivalry from 1991 to 2002. Eric Karros, what did these games mean to you?
Well, you always say to yourself, approach it like you would any other game, but it's not just another game. It's a great rivalry. The fans, whether you're in L.A. or San Francisco, they're into it. And you go back and think of all the great players, Hall of Famers that have played in this series, it just really fires you up.
And with that, let's look at how the Dodgers align on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, Curtis Granderson, really known as an offensive outfielder, but he's very reliable defensively. Watched him run down a number of balls, still has a relatively decent arm, not your prototypical outfield arm, but good enough to play an all-star caliber outfield.
Buster Posey is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike one. Kershaw looks in. Here's the 0-1. And he lays off here. It's a ball and a strike to the Giant backstop. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Carl Dixon.
Well, Matt, I think Dixon has sometimes been thought of as a hitter's umpire. The book on him is that he can be a little bit tight on the edges of the strike zone. We'll see if that's the case.
Granderson is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Nothing doing here in the opening half inning. It's the Giants nothing, Dodgers coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Number 34. The Mississippi native will be on the mound in this one.
He's getting better and better. We'll see how he does in this one.
Chris Taylor comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Dodgers, center fielder, Chris Taylor.
And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1. First curveball of the day for him, and likely not the last.
No, he's got a good one. There's no doubt about that. He'll start it on the hip versus righties, and he'll backdoor it to lefties. 2 different locations, but equally effective.
And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out. Time now to check out how the hometown Dodgers line up in this one. Who's the one to watch, EK?
Yeah, you know, I love what the Grandy man, Curtis Granderson, does for this ball club. He works hard at his craft, and he really knows what works for him at the plate.
Stepping in, Corey Seager. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
And one thing to keep an eye on as this game goes along, first pitch strikes. The more this guy can work from ahead, the better off he's going to be.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
But this is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up.
Oh, and while we talked, that pitch got away and ended up hitting him. So he'll head down to first on the hit by pitch.
And I don't think this partisan crowd is going to like that too much. One thing you don't want to do as an opposing pitcher, well, two things actually. One, you don't want to get the crowd involved early, and two, you don't want to set yourself up for a possible big inning. Now, both of those things have come true.
Standing in now, Cody Bellinger, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Pretty good speed here coming out of that left-handed batter's box, so it's no sure thing that a ground ball means a double play.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like he's trying to get a ground ball here. He's coming right after him, trying to get a punch out.
0-2, here it comes. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Around third and being waved on home. And a relay home. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Well, there's one way to get our first run of the game across. Good hustle there on the RBI triple, and they're in good shape to possibly make it 2-0 with another base hit.
Into the box now, Curtis Granderson, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. One out and a runner on third. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
And against a veteran hitter like this, you got to be in that strike zone early in the count, because the more pitches he sees, the better he's going to be able to time anything you've got.
And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third. And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at the Giants lineup defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matty, when you talk about one of the great players in the game, Buster Posey comes to mind. We all know about his accolades behind the plate. He's great also at first base. And remember, in college, he played shortstop, so you kind of had a preview of how athletic he was going to be. He'll be fun to watch in this one.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Logan Forsythe is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. 2 outs here with a runner at third. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Well, no taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
Oh, and I think that got him in the foot. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Batting sixth, second baseman
Chase Utley steps in to try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single.
And that's a nice job right there to drive in the run by the last guy. And it can definitely fire up a team when someone comes through big time with 2 outs.
And here is strike one call to the 37-year-old veteran up there. 0-1.
I'll tell you what, this is the wrong team to fall further behind here in the early going. You got to get out of this mess, and soon.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. A runner on first with 2 away. Frozen on the fastball. Never had a chance, and the inning is over. I think a few of these folks need to get out of the sun. More ahead from Dodger Stadium right after this. Hunter Pence makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
Hunter Pence.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0.
And that's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone, all that can do is tie you up.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Kershaw gets the sign. Here's the 1-2. Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. And this is cut on and missed by Pence as he set down on strike.
Dangerous. Even when he hits just a slow grounder. So nice job of keeping him off base right there.
Nick Hundley is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike.
And against a guy like this, you're usually only going to get one pitch to hit in that bat. Sometimes
there's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no doubt home run. A solo home run by Nick Hundley. And the Giants have struck for a run. It's now a 2-1 ball game. Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford.
Batting sixth.
As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. Fastball called for strike 2. Bases are empty, one man out. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
that's the way you want to see guys respond after giving up a home run. You know, some guys, they go into a shell, they hang their heads. Some guys get a little gun shy, they start to nibble at the corners. This guy, he gets teed up, and he comes right after the next guy in the lineup. If I'm a pitching coach, that's what I want to see.
And he falls behind 0-2. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Peterson moves over, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Gigantes answer right back. Bye-bye, baby, with the solo shot. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Giants 1. Yasmani Grandal strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
Yasmani Grandal.
92 splits the plate, and it's strike 1.
Oh, and you wonder if maybe he decided beforehand just to take a pitch up there first. Too bad for him, because that thing was right down Broadway.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And reined in, one away.
And getting that first guy of the inning does a lot for the confidence of a young pitcher, especially after that 2-run first inning. Now, he's got something to build off of.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. 1 out, nobody on. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And that's taken for a called strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Ready on 1-2. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
Wow, a real sharp break to this thing. It's a slider, and he starts it out over the middle of the plate. The hitter thinks he's got something that he can handle, and then this thing just makes a beeline right for his hands. That is a tough pitch.
Clayton Kershaw is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. Don't know what he's waiting for there. It's 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get him.
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers. They lead it 2-1. We welcome you back on a sunny day here in Los Angeles, set to start the third inning in this one. Leading off the inning, Mac Williamson, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Mac Williamson.
Back to work now is Kershaw as he jumps ahead of the leadoff man, 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
When a guy like this on the mound has got you down 0-2, that's a tough hole to climb out of.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a purpose pitch right there up in the zone. Now I think he's going to come back down with something to try to get that strikeout.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out. Number 34 stands in for the first time. Kershaw's ready. Here's the first pitch. And that swung on and missed for strike one.
Yeah, and that's the swing of a guy hoping for a first pitch curveball right there. If he gets it, he hammers it. If not, he's about 3 feet too late.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning. Gorky Hernandez stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
And I'll tell you, being in a 2-strike hole is not the spot you want to be in against a guy like this.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. We'll come right back with more from Dodger Stadium in just a moment. Chris Taylor digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. One ball and 1 strike to the leadoff man here in the home third. Here's the 1-1 delivery. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1.
Yeah, trying to go front door with that breaking ball started it a little too far inside.
Changeup called a strike, and he comes back even at 2-2.
And now at the plate, here's where you got to put yourself in the pitcher's head and figure out, what would I throw on a 2-2 pitch?
Throw by Sandoval is in time. 1 away.
The batter, number 5, shortstop.
Corey Seager steps up to the plate looking for a little revenge after getting hit with a pitch his first time up.
Yeah, I wonder if he rubbed it.
And that's in there for strike 1. Good changeup there as he takes command. 0-2.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in there knee high, and now they've got him behind in the count. 0-2.
Swing and a little blooper to center. Tomlinson onto the grass. 2 down.
First baseman, number
Cody
35.
Bellinger strides into the box, and let's see if he can keep it going after the RBI triple his first time up.
Yeah, he already got to show off those wheels, so let's see if he can make it happen again in this at-bat.
In there, strike 1. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Fastball called strike. 1-2.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
In the air to center field, and deep back is the center fielder. Back he goes, but this is going to be a home run. So it's a solo shot to dead center, and it gives the Dodgers a 3-1 lead.
When you have a hitter down in the count like that, you got to bury him or at least get him to chase something out of the zone. That pitch is way too hittable, and he pays for it. Just an enormous mistake, and now he's so upset with himself.
The right fielder, number 6.
Into the box, Curtis Granderson. Yes, he'll take a look at ball 1. There's a belt-high strike to even the count at 1-1. A lot of pitches up in the zone here early on.
And that's not the worst thing in the world at this place, but you've got to pick your spots.
And he'll lay off a fastball up in the zone here, and that brings it to 2-1 now.
Well, that's a good thing that pitch was above the strike zone, because a few inches lower, and that ball's right in his wheelhouse.
And Granderson trying to work his way aboard. He's got it to 3-1 now.
And he's got a little bit of work to do now to avoid that first walk.
A take there by Granderson as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
Well, he's allowed 1 home run in the inning already. Maybe he's just a little gun shy out there. It did not look like he wanted any part of that guy on 3-1, and he winds up putting him on.
And the runner back. Logan Forsythe will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
That's not really a bad take that time. You've got a guy out there on the mound that's had his hands full already, so you've got to make him prove that he can find the zone.
And a dive, but he's back. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Runner goes for second. Pitch outside. The throw. Not in time as he steals second.
Well, they certainly paid a lot of attention to him over there at first, and it was wise to do so. But in the end, they had to come to the plate sooner or later, and he winds up taking second here on the stolen base.
That's right there at the belt. 1-2 now. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
Yeah, that's a great pitch on 1-2. You started in the zone, and hopefully you'll get that guy thinking he needs to protect. It turned out to be a good take.
And the slider misses here, so he runs the count full. 3-2. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. 1 for the Dodgers on the solo home run. We're through 3 here in Southern California. It's 3-1 LA. Kelby Tomlinson will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so against a guy who's definitely in a groove out there.
Yeah, he struck out the side his last time through, and they've got to do something to get this guy out of the role that he's been on.
Swing and a flare hit toward right. Granderson is there. Makes the play, 1 away.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Buster Posey is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1.
Boy, he has been a first strike machine. I can't remember too many guys that have even been ahead in the count.
Lifted in the air to right field. He'll take this in without much trouble, and 2 are gone here to start the 4th.
The right fielder, number 8.
So 2 away for the Giants here in the 4th, and that'll bring in the right fielder, Hunter Pence. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1.
I tell you, he's got a good pace. a good tempo to him out there right now.
Tap foul at home plate. 1 run, just 1 hit, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. High in the air out to center field. The play, and that'll end the inning. Giants are down 1-2-3. They still trail it here 3-1. Off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Oh, and that is right down the middle for strike 2.
And you kind of wonder if he's learned anything out there. There's another pitch right down the middle. And I think he's lucky that that one didn't get hit a long way.
Sent on the ground out to second. And he's retired here, 1 away.
The catcher,
Yasmani Grandal stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now.
Good curveball right there, and that just really froze him.
Hit pretty well out toward right center field. Back goes Pence, still going back. But he can't get there, and it bounces over the wall. It's a ground rule double.
The left fielder, number 31.
Striding into the box, Jock Peterson. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
And a high strike there, 0-1. Fastball called for strike 2. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Ground ball left side. There's Sandoval in time to first, and there are 2 away. Clayton Kershaw gets a chance to swing away, and he'll have a chance to increase his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 gone.
Well, you know, some pitchers flat out just don't like to go up there and swing it, and I get it. Most of them can't hit at all. But, hey, this is an opportunity right here to help your own cause.
Oh, and it eats him up a bit. Chris Taylor gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th. And now the Giants are going to get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
Yeah, even with 2 on and 2 away, this is not a guy that's going to back down out there. He comes right after him with a fastball, and he gets ahead.
That's on the inside corner to put him behind here, 0-2.
Boy, tough slider right there, had him leaning back. I don't think he could have done anything with that pitch, even if he did swing at it.
And he fights him off here to foul this one over toward the right side, and it'll remain 0-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Dodgers strand a couple, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. Leading off the inning, Nick Hundley, and they'll need him to get something going here.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Under it is Granderson, 1 away.
The batter, number 35.
A look at our line score here through the first 4, and as we've mentioned, just 1 hit for these guys this afternoon. Brandon Crawford is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and he went down in flames, too. Got him on just 3 pitches.
And they'll start things out with a changeup here, but this is a bit too tight. It's ball 1.
You see his pitch count on your screen right there. That's not a mistake. He's been loving those first pitch outs. That's for sure.
And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. 3-1 our score as we play inning number 5. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Taylor is under it. 2 gone. Into the box, Pablo Sandoval. He flew out in his last at-bat. Kershaw into the windup. Here's the first pitch. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. Giants down in order. Score holds. It's 3-1. Corey Seager comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th. Some activity out in the bullpen now as a couple of left-handers begin to stir. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Slider, and that's in there for strike 2. Hit on the ground to short. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, one away. Cody Bellinger comes forward now. A home run in his last at-bat.
Well, anytime you can take a fastball like that and hit it dead center, you know you're pretty much on your game. So you got to look for them to try to work him a little bit differently. Get it away from him. Get it down and in. Do something. Throw him some off-speed pitch. You don't want to throw him the same pitch he saw last time.
Cold strike at the knees, 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. Still 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
You worry a little about things snowballing from here?
Well, you know, these are 2 teams that don't traditionally care for each other too much, so we've seen this go south before.
Throw on to Posey at first, and there's out number 2.
The right fielder, number 6.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Curtis Granderson. He drew a walk his first time up. Into the windup and the pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Boy, he might be pressing his luck a little now. That's 2 straight pitches right down the middle.
This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Backhanded. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Dodgers down in order, and it's still 3-1. Mac Williamson will come in now to start things out here in their half of the 6th as they look for a reversal of fortunes here. The first 5 innings have not been particularly kind to them.
Yeah, and I think that's putting it mildly. Just 1 hit in these first 5 innings. They're going to need to do a better job of finding good pitches to hit. But that fella on the mound has not made it easy on him, and that's for sure.
Hit hard to short. Seager is up with it. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Yeah, another good start to an inning for him here. He's really only made 1 bad pitch the entire game. That was the solo home run. Other than that, you can see there, not much to speak of at all.
Joe Pennant will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
Joe Pennant.
That's yanked into the stands. Strike 1. Comes back with a good changeup there, and it's quickly 0-2.
Boy, he is putting on a clinic out there right now. These guys don't know what to look for.
Sent out to straightaway center field. And that'll take care of the pinch hitter here for out number 2.
Now batting, center fielder
Gorkys Hernandez will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far.
Well, we've been talking about it a lot, but this offense is just getting shut down right now. And we've seen some really fantastic pitching in this one.
And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Giants are down 1-2-3, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Matt Reynolds will come on now as he'll start out the bottom of the 6th.
number 54, Matt
Logan Forsythe will start things out for the Dodgers in their half of inning number 6.
leading off for the Dodgers. Third baseman, Logan Forsythe.
Now a fastball. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitters count here, 2-0.
2-0 pitch on the way. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. One thing that man right there will not tolerate, leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th. Chase Utley will stand in now following the leadoff walk, and might we see a bunt attempt here in a 2-run ball game?
Every extra run helps. It's a possibility, but I think they'll probably let him take his chances swinging away.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. Nobody out, runner on first. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Yeah, that pitch is still up a little bit, but at least this one was out on a corner. But I don't think I'd want to be making a living up there too much.
Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Hernandez has a read on it. He's got it one away.
The catcher.
Now to the plate, Yasmani Grandal. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
First offering on its way. In there, and it's 0-1. But this is speared by the first baseman. Jock Peterson will dig in for the third time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. Oh, and that is right there for strike 2.
And even though that pitch did fool him, it was a hanging breaking ball. And so if he's looking for an off-speed pitch, that could have been big trouble.
Now a fastball as he has to lean out of the way there. 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors for the Dodgers thus far. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. But this will land untouched. That's lifted the other way out to left. Williamson on the move, and that ends the inning. One left for LA as the lead remains 3-1. Back here at Dodger Stadium, the men in blue leading in this one as we get set to begin the 7th. But before we do, let's check out the game summary to this point. Kelby Tomlinson is set to get us started for the late innings of this one.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least one back here in this inning.
Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1. Shadows starting to fall over this Southern California afternoon as it's been a good contest so far.
It really has. Both pitchers, they've been as advertised. It's been a tightly played game, and the scoreboard shows it.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Granderson is under it. And that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
He's been able to get outs when he needs them with that curveball, and there you see what his pitch breakdown has been so far.
Buster Posey will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far.
Yeah, and he just needs to make a small adjustment and stay through the middle of the ball. Think about hitting a line drive right back up the middle.
On to first, and it's a quick start to the 7th as now there are 2 away.
Now batting. Right fielder.
So 2 away now in the San Francisco 7th, and that'll bring in the right fielder, Hunter Pence. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. That's to first. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? They continue to stack up. 17 in a row set down now as the side is retired again. Giants down in order. They still trail it here 3-1. Clayton Kershaw will buy himself another at-bat, and in turn he'll get himself a nice little ovation for the work he's turned in on the mound so far.
He's been great. This is an appreciative crowd. They like what they've seen, and I don't blame them.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Fastball called for strike 2. Here's the 0-2. Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line. Williamson will get there as he makes the catch in foul territory for the first out.
And this guy's one of those unsung type pitchers. He's not the setup guy, he's not the closer, but these are the guys that keep you in the ball games, and he's doing the job here.
Chris Taylor comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
We've seen that same pitch be called a strike more than once.
This one's a strike. It's 1-1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
And he lays off upstairs, but it's ruled a strike, and he can't believe it. 1-2. Now here's the pitch. Ouch, that comebacker appeared to get him in the arm. Throw gets him, so they are able to get an out on an unusual play. And hopefully the pitcher's okay. And it doesn't look like the manager fully agrees with that out call at first. It appears he may opt to challenge it and have the play reviewed.
Yeah, he may, Matt, but I'm sure he's going to wait for word from the guys in the dugout. And as we see it again, man, I can't tell for sure if he indeed was out.
And that's a thumbs up from the bench, so they will challenge the call on the field. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will now review the play from all available angles in order to make the final decision.
The Dodgers have elected to challenge.
All right, we'll take one last look at it here. Now the question is, if there's enough video evidence to change the call to safe, and wow, from that look at it, I think he did beat the throw, and this might be a well-used challenge.
The decision appears to have been made as the headset comes off, and the runner is safe. So the call is overturned. The runner will stay at first base, and they maintain the right to challenge further plays going forward.
Has been overturned, and the batter ruled safe.
And now they've got him picked off. Poor base running there. Got him caught in a hot box between first and second. And they'll run him down and tag him for the out. Here's Corey Seager. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. And a curveball, 79 miles an hour. It's in there, 0-2.
I think generous is the word here. That looked like it was 6 inches off the plate.
Here's a high pop-up. Sandoval is there for it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Dodgers go down quietly, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. Nick Hundley will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. One gone here in the 8th as we check our line score to this point. And boy, you can see the story of the game right there in the hit column. Just one hit allowed through 7 1/3. He has been awfully tough to solve. Brandon Crawford will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. Fly ball to straightaway left. Peterson waits on it. And that's the second out of the inning.
The batter, number 48, third baseman
Pablo Sandoval will dig in. 0 for 2. He's flied out and popped out so far.
Just getting under it right now. See if you can make an adjustment and keep that top hand strong this time.
And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half.
Nope.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Takes this the other way to right, and he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here, as this is a beauty to end the inning. More ahead from Dodger Stadium right after this. Josh Osich is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
61, Josh Osich.
Cody Bellinger is set to take some more swings. He homered back in the 3rd inning.
For the Dodgers, first baseman Cody Bellinger.
Right there for strike 1.
That thing's coming in there hot, 96 miles an hour.
Well, can't spot the cutter any better than that. 0-2 now.
Boy, that's another pitch right down the middle, though. So he's gotten away with it so far, but I think he's given him a little bit too much to hit here.
Squared that one up just a little late. And another foul ball. And he gives this one a pretty good ride down the left field line. And gone. Umpires are signaling for a home run, but boy, that was very close. And now hold on just a second here. You can see the 4 umpires gathering near third. And it would appear that they're going to discuss whether this in fact stayed inside the foul pole. And I would guess that after all the discussion, they're going to go inside and have a look at the video replay. And that is indeed what they'll do, as we'll take a look and let you decide for yourself. All right, the video review seems over, and the home run is indeed going to stand, so the replay will uphold the original call, and that was a case of better safe than sorry.
The right fielder, number 6. Curtis.
Stepping in now, Curtis Granderson, as he'll take a changeup here for strike one. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. And that's taken up and in for ball 2.
And that fastball of his definitely catches your attention. I mean, especially when it's on the inner half.
Off-speed pitch, good for strike 2.
Yeah, and it's hard to look for a changeup there, especially when a guy's got a good live fastball.
Hard liner toward short. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night.
Boy, that hit right there is just a thing of beauty. You talk about smoking one right back at the box. There isn't too many guys in the middle of that field that can catch a ball like that.
Logan Forsythe stands in as he looks at a called strike. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Williamson sprinting after it. He tracks it down. A nice running play, and there's one away. On to first, and they get the double play.
The second baseman,
Chase Utley will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Starts him out with a changeup off the plate for ball 1. Not close. It's 2-0.
And this is what you got to do up there, Steve. You got to wait him out.
Yeah, and if you can lay off the off-speed stuff, that's when you're going to get your fastball to hit.
Over the outside half, and it's 2-1. Swing and a liner. Foul. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. But the Dodgers add on courtesy of this solo home run. Last chance coming up for the G-men. It's now 4-1 LA. Kicking off the top of the 9th, Mac Williamson, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. First delivery to him on the way. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike.
This guy just continues to pound the strike zone. He's thrown a first pitch strike to 90% of the batters he's faced. Look how late we are into this ball game, and that's the difference for him.
That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
That big curveball is not an easy one to take on an 0-2 count. That's a great job of holding on.
Popped high in the air. Belanger just to the right of the mound. 1 out. Denard Span will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
Span.
Trying to lay one down here, but he misses strike 1. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Grounded back up the middle. To his left, Seager. Throw on to first is in time, and the Giants are down to their final out now.
Center fielder.
Gorky Hernandez makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning.
It's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You've got to fight for all 27 outs.
Chopped foul right at home plate. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking on the final out, so that's a tough pitch to lay off.
Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw on to first, and the ball game is over.
Boy, what a performance of pitching that we just saw. He was so close to putting his name into the record books, but he's going to have to settle for that complete game one-hitter.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he connected on a couple of long home runs. Really put his guys on his back and carried them to the victory.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Caro, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com. The Dodgers win it 4-1. So long from Southern California.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon for the victorious Dodgers. 4 runs on 8 hits. No errors. They left 5 men on base. For the Giants, 1 run on just 1 hit. No errors. They left no runners on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 45 minutes. Our paid attendance this afternoon, a sellout, 56,000. The Dodgers thank you for attending today's game. And as you leave Dodger Stadium, we remind you to please drive home safely.